Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mama Beach and I'm here today to share my latest Chanel purchase with you guys. And it is a bag that I have looked at seriously a million times and it has slipped through my fingers quite a few times at a good price. I have almost raised my budget to try to get one and I decided to stick to my guns and wait for the right price, and I finally got one off of Poshmark. And you will see right off the bat, if you've followed my channel for a while, why I wanted this bag. And it is the Chanel Ultimate Soft Hobo. This is in the small size, that's 13 inches across. There's a medium size one that I believe is 15 inches across. So there's some size options for you. And that's also something to think about if you decide to go look for this bag. Make sure you're getting the size that you want and for the price that makes sense for that size, because a lot of people don't label if it's the small or the medium. So it's just a heads up on that. After looking at them for a million years, I know. So you can see why I love this style, or I thought it would be a good one for me, and that is because it has that lovely smile going on that you guys know I love so much. Plus, it is a one-strap hobo, and it really brings me back to my roots of this channel. And if you guys have been with me for a while, you know I started with Dooney and Burke, and this style to me reminds me so much of two bags, and that is my Dooney and Burke Mini Samba Satchel, and this is in the color turquoise. You can see it's almost the same exact style, just this one is smaller. Dooney and Burke did make a medium, I forget what it's called, the medium shoulder bag or something like that, in the Florentine leather that's almost identical to this, but I never got one. The other bag that it reminds me of that I do have is my small Florentine satchel by Dooney and Burke. You can see the size, at least the length is pretty identical. Width-wise, the Florentine satchel is definitely larger, but it has that same smile to it that I love the looks of it, the aesthetics, and also the functionality of it in terms of the comfort. So let me take you on a little tour of this bag, and I'll show you all the features. I'll show you a little bit of what fits inside just so you kind of get the idea of size, and then I'll show you some mod shots at the end. So this particular bag is made of lambskin, and I will be darned if it's not the softest leather that I've ever felt and most puddly leather I've ever felt in my life. And you guys know I have my vintage lambskin flat bag here, but flat bags have structure. This bag has no structure. It is just a leather puddle, and you guys know I love a good leather puddle. The stitch detail is similar to my diamond stitch tote that I just got recently. This one has that double stitch diamond pattern. This is just a single stitch. And the reason you're seeing the difference in the shine and the leather texture is because this is the distressed calfskin leather. It's a little more durable, holds up better in terms of scratches and stuff, but it's not quite the same luxurious feeling as good old lambskin. You just can't beat it. So this bag has a couple of simple details to it. It's really not that much of a flashy bag. You can see probably the flashiest part here is the zipper pull, and it is a very thick piece of hardware. This one does have pitting, just like the hardware on my diamond stitch tote does. So that's definitely an issue with these older bags. It's obviously silver, but I will tell you that this is heavy. It is very heavy. It's like a paperweight. It's solid, whatever it is, even though it's pitted. The quality of it is very nice in terms of the solid feeling to it. It does not feel chintzy at all. And then you have these pieces of hardware on the sides that are on the piping. So you have this little flash of hardware on the sides, and then you have that is leading up to the rings, and the rings hold the chain straps, and you can see the rings, let's see if I can get it on camera, are stamped Chanel, and the chain strap threads through them, and it goes to a nice comfy flat piece of leather. This bag is going to be a dream to carry for that reason. Not that I find Chanel chain straps terribly uncomfortable, because I don't, since they have the leather detail that goes through them. It really helps with the comfort, but this is going to be amazing on the shoulder. It's nice and flat, it's wide, it's malleable, super comfortable. So you can see you have the same detail on the other side, and this one did come with an issue. It came with a couple of issues. that I need to work on. It has an issue with the leather coming loose from the strap. So what I'm gonna do is actually fix it myself, which I know is a no-no. But I'm going to just kind of rethread it through the chain and maybe put a couple of stitches in it to hold it in place. But I think it should be a pretty simple repair. This one also came with corner wear, and that's definitely an issue on this particular style. I've seen it on several that I have looked at because of how this piping is and that there's really no protection on the base here with any kind of feet. The corners do wear here. Now, the great thing is the quality of this lambskin is so good. It really camouflages the wear well to the point where you really can't see it unless you're really looking for it. And this is just how it came to me, so I've done no work on this. I bet once I hit this with a couple of coats of conditioner, of leather conditioner, it's going to look much, much better because I have fixed much worse corner wear than this bag has, trust me. The other thing that this bag has, just a subtle detail on the side here that has the CC logo stitched right here. And these are actually tiny little pockets, which are so cute. You can't obviously fit a cell phone in there or much of anything. I will probably put my lip product in here, maybe some Tic Tacs, some eye drops, so smaller items that you want to have easy access to. You have this cute little pocket on both sides. So let me unzip this and show you what the inside looks like. It is pretty much just a black hole for your stuff. There's not a lot of organization in here. I will say the zipper quality is really excellent. It slides so smoothly, which obviously I would expect for a bag that has this price point. The inside is black, which of course is not ideal in terms of seeing your stuff and actually finding things in here. I would just be conscious about that, to use lighter SLGs in here so you can find them. If you have a black wallet or a lot of black SLGs or accessories, you might have a hard time finding stuff in here. It is pretty darn dark. And then there is only one zip pocket. So that's it in terms of organization in this bag. Let me show you before I fill it up what this leather is like. Puddle. It is a puddle. It is by far the softest. I know, I can't believe you're like, don't do this on a Chanel bag, but honestly, it can take it. This thing can take a beating, in my opinion. I know it's lambskin, I know it's Chanel, I shouldn't be folding it up, but it is just amazing, the leather quality and the malleability of the leather. And I think part of that is just the nature of the leather, but part of it is the amount of use this bag has had over the years. It has just gotten so worn and squishy and amazing. All right, let me show you what can fit in here. The first thing I want to show you, which I don't think is going to work, but I haven't actually tried it, but everyone always asks me to show if an iPad will fit, which I'm not thinking it will, but well, it does fit. You just wouldn't be able to get the bag to bend. Your top would be stuck up like this, but you can actually zip it. Let me see if I can turn it so it fits lengthwise, or if that's not gonna work. Oh, that does work. It's a little bit, you have to negotiate the opening a little bit. You guys know the nature of these bags that have this smile detail is that usually the zipper opening is a little bit smaller than we want it to be because that's how they get it to smile. So yeah, you have to kind of like bend it in sideways, diagonal ways, but it will go in. And this is the 9.5 inch iPad Pro. It is not the larger one. And then I pulled out a couple of other large items, but since that fits, this is gonna be no problem. I have a large Longchamp pouch here. That's no problem. Full size wallet, no problem. Glasses, large glasses case, no problem. I mean, really, you can fit all sorts of stuff in here. And I would probably put a few more items in here than I just showed you, and that helps to maintain the shape once you have it full. What I will say is this would do well with a bag organizer in it. If you're someone who doesn't like your bag to look sloppy and you want it to have structure, you could definitely put a bag organizer in here, and that would keep the bottom flat and kind of hold the bag up more. Honestly, I love a sloppy soft hobo style, so I'm good with this the way it is. but just something to keep in mind if that's something that bothers you. All right, let me show you guys some mod shots so you can see what this looks like on. You can see it fits super well on the shoulder because of that smile shape that the top has. You have lots and lots of room here. You really don't need to worry about the strap drop on this one. Fits super well in the curve in the body, and because it's so soft, you can just hug it in and it really feels secure and nice against the body. And you know me, guys, I don't like zipping my bags. I like to have easy access. So it's nice that you can reach in easily here. You don't have to zip it, but if you want that extra sense of security, you can. I feel like when bags have this kind of smile shape in the opening, it stays closed on its own pretty well. So you don't have to worry too much about zipping it all the time. And let me show you what it looks like on the arm. So if you are an arm carry person, I feel like you can get by with this style. It's a little bit low on the strap drop, but I don't think it looks horrible. And I do think it looks kind of good this way, so you can see like the full arch of the bag. So it's another way you could carry it, and it's a nice option. All right, guys, that is my new baby, the Chanel Small Ultimate Soft Hobo. If you guys know me and you follow my channel, you know how excited I am about this bag just based on everything I just talked about. It is everything that I love in a handbag. So I'm very excited to add it to my collection. I am going to mention price in this video because people have been asking me to mention prices. And I picked this up from Poshmark for $625, and then tax was added on top of that. So I think it was closer to $650 or $660. And my personal budget for this bag was under $700, so I got it for under my budget. But you can find ones in better shape on Fashion File and other resale websites for over $1,000, anywhere between $1,000 and $1,200. And I would say for one in this kind of shape that has a few issues, I would definitely stay under $1,000 depending on the condition. That's it. Thank you so much for watching today. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you will, and you will join me for some future videos. If you love handbags, you will love my channel. Clearly, as you can see from my shelves, I have all different brands. So I hope you will join me for one of my next videos. All right, guys, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.